All right, peace and blessings, family, peace and blessings. Thank you for tuning in and taking the time to watch this video today. This one is not going to be a long video, but what I decided to do, since we're on the topic of let us make man, I'm going to piece it so we can work on each part of this let us make man. Because the condition we are in, it calls for the operation of a nation. We have to have an operation on the way that we think. So I'm going to take it bit by bit. So be patient with your brother, and inshallah, the operation will be a success. So yesterday, I did the video entitled, Let Us Make Man. And now we're going to go into, I guess this would be the doctor sitting with the patient, explaining why you need this. No, not why you need it. We'll be explaining more about the surgery to get you comfortable in accepting where we need to go. And again, as I'm teaching this, I'm not teaching this from the perspective of this is what, I have mastered. No, that's not the perspective from which I'm teaching this. I'm teaching this from the perspective of this is what we're learning. This is what we're learning together. This is what we're growing with together. Because that's just the actual facts of it. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We're not perfect. We're not perfect, but we're striving to live a life that's acceptable to us as individuals. We're striving to live a life that is acceptable to our Creator, to each other, because we don't want any division amongst ourselves. We don't want any division amongst each other. We want to be one. We want to be together. We want to be in unity. And so in order to be in unity, we have to be accepting, loving, and understanding of each other. We have to be patient, because all of us have our ups, have our downs, have our ins, have our outs, but it's how we handle each other. It's how we deal with each other. See, because the enemy wants you to be hard on each other. But no, we can't be that way. We have to be hard when it comes to, we got to be upright. We got to be loving and compassion. And even when we're correcting each other, it's done out of love and not out of spite or any vindictiveness. Okay? We're taught that Allah will never change the condition of a people until they first change what? Until they first change themselves. So we must realize that if we want to change our situation, we first have to change ourselves. And to change ourselves effectively, we first have to change our perception. We have to first change our perception of how we see things. How do we see things? How do you see me? How do you see yourself? How do you see the conditions that you are birthed into? How do you see things? How do we change our perception. So today we're talking about the God ethic. Because we're saying what? Let us make man in our image and in our likeness. Okay? We're not creating. We're not creating. We're making. See, creation means you're taking something out of nothing and you're making it for the first time. Me, you, we're here already. So we're not creating, but we're making. Okay? So the God ethic that is taught are basic principles. Okay? They're nothing more but basic principles of being a God. And the people can only experience true success and enduring happiness as they learn and integrate these principles into their basic character ethics. Okay, you take what you're taught, and you apply it to your life. It's something, I think the saying is, what good is it to have knowledge if you're not applying it to your life? If you're not going to apply it, you get no benefit from the knowledge. Okay? So if you don't apply the God ethic to your life, to the character, you get no use of it. You don't change. You be the same old nigga that the cracker made you forever and a day. But if you're wanting something different from what you have to accept the God ethic. Before we can really understand the God ethic, we need to understand our own paradigms and how to make a paradigm shift. We've all heard of the term, the paradigm shift, okay? Simply, an easy way to understand it is nothing but think of it as a map, okay? Think of a paradigm as a map, okay? Let's just keep it, we'll break it down to really simple things, okay? So the map is not a territory. A map is a simple explanation of certain aspects of the territory. And that's all that a paradigm is. It is a theory, an explanation, or a model of something, okay? Where you say, the white man, you know how they said it back in the day, oh man, I gotta go downtown to see the man. Well, that's a paradigm, okay? Because what you're saying in that is, I gotta go downtown and see the man. Well, you're saying you're going to see the man, which means the subject is man, but you're saying the man as if he is the man to model yourself after. He's the top of the top. Everything else, everything under the man is a man, but he's the man. See, that's a paradigm. And then you came in and you learned the white man is the devil. Huh? That's a shift, ain't it? Because you was looking at this dude as the man, high and mighty. Now you're looking at this dude as what? The devil. Remember, I told you yesterday, Jesus asked the dude, how do you see men? And the dude said, I see them as trees. And Jesus said, put a little spit on his eye and say, how do you see men now? He says, what? I see them as they are. Paradigm shift. Boom. The map change. The territory on the map, you begin to see it totally different. Totally different. So that is simple what a paradigm is, okay? So let's say you got this map. You got this map of Detroit. Okay, well, fuck it. Let's say California. I ain't never been to California yet. So we got this map of California. and we're going to go to Los Angeles. Okay, so we're looking at the map to say, how do we get to, oh, fuck it, Crenshaw? You know, how do you get to where the riot was in LA? I think that was on Crenshaw Boulevard, I'm not sure. But that's where we're going. We're in California, but we want to get to Crenshaw down in LA. So you got a map of, you got the map, and it's the map of California. At least that's what it says in writing. Okay, you got the map of California, and you're trying to get to Crenshaw in LA. But instead of you looking at a map of California, actually is miswritten. And you have a map of Philadelphia. And you're looking at the map of Philly, and you're like, what in the world? Okay, let me orientate myself to the map. Maybe that's what's the problem. And you're still trying to get where you're going, but there's a problem. Instead of the map being a map of California, and you're trying to drive to Los Angeles, you have a map of Philadelphia. So with this map of Philadelphia, you can imagine that you're getting kind of frustrated, right? You're feeling ineffective trying to reach your destination. So while you're ineffective trying to reach your destination, you're trying to figure out, why can't I get to where I'm going? Let's give you another example. Let's say you're told you're an American. You got all the rights of an American. You got all the privileges that goes with an American. And you say, okay. And you in your nice car that you done bought, and you driving. Next thing you know, you see the red and blue lights pull you over. And you're like, okay, I didn't do anything wrong. They pull up to you. Yeah, you look like somebody that was in a robbery. What did he say up to our brother Castillo? Yeah, he looked like he was one who did a robbery. He got the dreadlocks and all that. And Castillo said, well, I got my license, and, I got an open carry, concealed carry. He go pull out this wallet like the dude told him, and next thing you know, he end up dead. Can you imagine the frustration? Can you imagine the frustration? Yeah, you can, because you witnessed it. You witnessed the ineffectiveness because you did right. You did what you was taught, but you didn't get right. So, what are your choices? Let's look at our choices. Some say, oh, why don't you work on your behavior? You know how they say, y'all just all act out all out of time, all out of sorts. If you do right, you're going to get right. So, you can try harder. You can be more diligent, double your speed, but all of your efforts to get to Crenshaw by doubling your speed and trying to line the shit up right, trying to make sure you get everything right, you're trying to get your best efforts together, only succeed in getting you to the wrong place faster. That's all it's going to do. It's going to get you to the wrong place faster. Stay with your behavior. Let's look at the behavior of our brother who died, who was murdered. He did the right behavior. He did the right behavior. Where did it get him? It got him to the wrong place a whole lot faster. A wrong place a whole lot faster. A wrong place a whole lot faster. Some might say, and they do say, see, y'all got the wrong attitude. You need to think positive. You know how they tell y'all that. You need to think positive. Now let's go back to the map situation. Now you got the wrong map, but you can think positive about it. You can say, we didn't get to the right place, but perhaps you wouldn't even give a damn that you're in the wrong place because your attitude is so positive, you happy to be wherever you at. So yeah, I may not be in California, but what? Let's just thank God that we're right here where we are with this nice positive attitude, buddy. But even with your nice positive attitude, it doesn't solve the fundamental problem that has nothing to do with your behavior or your attitude. It has everything to do with you're having the wrong map. Let's look at it. Let's switch the scenario up. And let's go with the murder. And you can say, because you have, black people, y'all got the wrong attitude. You see things wrong. You need to be more conciliatory, less angry. You need to stop, don't hate. You need to love more. Y'all remember when Common said that we need to love them more. We need to love them more? Are you seriously? Wrong attitude. Because you'll be happy. Hey, you hate me for right now, but I'm going to love you anyway. Huh? Ain't that what they did in the 60s? I'm going to love you anyway. You not my brother. You not my brother-in-law. You are my brother. And I got to love my brother. Even though you beating the shit out of me, I'm going to love my brother. And where did it get us? Still in the wrong place. Still not reaching your objective of being a free, independent people. Not reaching your objective of having equal rights in the American lexicon, in the American ethic. So it's not your attitude. Your attitude and your behavior has nothing to do with the fact that you got the wrong map. It has nothing to do with it. The point is you'll still be lost. Whether you have the perfect behavior, perfect attitude, with the wrong map, you're still lost. Dealing with the situation in the wrong way, you're still dead. You're still being oppressed. Nothing changes. But if you have the right map of California, then diligence becomes more important. And when you encounter frustrating obstacles along the way, then attitude can make a real difference. But the first and most important requirement is to have the accuracy of the map. The first important requirement is have the accuracy of your thought process of who you are, who the enemy is, and how the two relate to each other. If you don't have the right thought, just like the right map, you still lost. You're still dead. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. So you need the right map for accuracy. Now, each of us, all of us have many different maps in our heads or many different ideologies in our head. And you looking at it, trying to figure out what are you seeing. And remember yesterday I said, sight does not come by the eyes, but sight comes by what? Knowledge. Sight comes by knowledge. Okay? So all of us, we have different maps, different maps or thinking in our head. Okay? And they can be broken down, the way that we think in one or two ways. They can be either our imagined realities, as we're seeing them, or they can be interpreted through our experiences. And they might not have the right, you might not have the right map, or you don't have the right understanding of what you're looking at. So they're divided into two things: the realities of the map, or the way things are, your values. And another one is the perceived thing of the way they are. And most times, you don't even really question whether the thinking process is accurate. And some of us are even unaware that that's what's going on in our mind. I'll give you an example. When you're at home and you're watching these TV shows, right? Man, Blue Bloods. There we go. Let's talk about Blue Bloods. This is a cop TV show. And you're watching it, and on TV, it seems pretty reasonable. You looking at the cops and, maybe a little rough, but you're thinking in your mind, okay, yeah, I can see that. That was reasonable. You shouldn't have did this. You shouldn't have done that. So it's reasonable. So, but when you get pulled over or you walking and you come with the police, your mind is stuck on the vision of the false TV that you was watching. So you're expecting officer friendly. Then next thing you know, you shocked because officer friendly is officer predator. And he's there to kill. See? Because the map you're thinking wasn't on reality. It wasn't real. Because you're basing it off a television show that was written to come out a way, or it's based off a video where you see the police shooting ball with black children. And you say, oh, look at that. The police ain't bad. Look at that. Or you out there and you watching a video of the police dancing. Out there with the cops dancing with black people. And you be like, oh, yeah, look at that. That's chill. Oh, man, police ain't that bad. Look at them. They got to get down like us. And that thought will get you killed. Because the whole purpose is to fog your mind when you meet that predator. Because you thinking you getting a cool cop. You thinking you getting officer friendly. And next thing you know, you got the beast. And you're not prepared. And you don't even understand, well, how the hell am I getting beat up? Like the woman in the video I showed the other day. And she was getting whopped and whopped. And why are you beating me? Why are you beating me? What did I do to get beat? What did I do to get beat? What did I do? Why are you beating? You remember the police who shot the brother, and the brother asked him, why did you shoot me? And the police said, I don't know. I don't know. It's like the saying where the frog and the scorpion. And the scorpion wanted to get across the water. So he asked the frog, hey, frog, can you give me a ride across the water? And the frog says, no, Mr. Scorpion, I'm not going to give you a ride across the water because you're going to sting me. And if you sting me, I'm going to die. And the scorpion says, I'm not going to sting you because if you die, I die because I can't swim. So you safe. Give me a ride across the water. So what happens? Frog says, he think about it and he's like, yeah, that's true. That's true. So come on, get on. Next thing you know, frog is swimming. He's swimming. The next thing you know, boom. And he says, why did you sting me, Mr. Scorpion? And the scorpion says, I don't know. It's my nature. And they both drown and die. They both drown and die. Why you shoot me, Mr. Officer? I don't know. It's my nature. You're my enemy. I gotta kill you. It's part of my nature. It's nature. It's nature. We simply assume that the way we see things is the way that they really are or the way that they should be. And our attitudes and behavior grow out of these assumptions. The way we see things is the source of the way we think and the way we act. When you assume or you go by with the right knowledge, you know, I'm not going to take you for a ride, Scorpion, because you're going to sting me. That's your nature. See you later, buddy. When you meet Officer Predator, you already know who he is when you see him coming. So you detour, boop, go this way, or you get your fight mode on and you get ready to do what needs to be done. Because when this motherfucker go, we go. Like Fred Hampton said. Because you already understand who you dealing with. See, the way that we think produces our actions. The way you think produces your actions. It's the source of your actions. The way that we think will be the way that we shall act. Now there's a saying, and it says, in the nation, it says, ask questions and learn all about yourself. Ask questions and learn all about yourself. Now some may say, well, how in the hell is asking questions? I'm going to learn all about myself. See, if you don't let the teacher know what level you are on by asking a question or revealing your ignorance, you will not grow. You will not learn. You can't pretend forever. Eventually, you will be found out. So admission of your ignorance or admission that you don't know something is your first step in education. It's your first step. It's not bad, man, to say, I don't know. It's not bad, woman, to say, I don't know. Help me to learn what's real from what's not. Ask questions and learn all about yourself. Ask questions and learn all about yourself. Because we're going to work on the God ethic. So, we're going to wrap up. So you're understanding why you need a paradigm shift. You're understanding that the map that they gave you is the wrong damn map. The lies that you were told were not true. In reality, you don't enjoy the rights, the protections of an American citizen. A dog has more rights and protections than you. A dog. They sent Michael Vick to Fort Leavenworth federal prison for fighting dogs. For fighting dogs. Federal. Where killers at, monsters at, for fighting dogs. And white people don't let him live that down to this very day. They still anti-Vic for a dog. And he's forever trying to make it up and be happy. I love dogs. I'm taking care of dogs. Look at the dog I got. They broke him over a dog. You kill a police dog, your ass getting life. You kill a regular dog, you going to jail. Police kill a black person, Doesn't matter, man, woman, or child. They're going to fuck home. You're going to cry because your thinking is wrong. Your map is wrong. Because if you have the proper map of who you are, the God ethic within you, you would change the conditions in which you were born into. You will change the conditions. So first you realize your map is wrong. Paradigm shift change. Okay? And then we're going to go in tomorrow. Tomorrow's our second part of Let Us Make Man, the God ethic. So please tune in tomorrow. Once I do that video and watch it, it ain't going to be no hour. We're going to keep them short like we did tonight. But I want you to learn the God ethic. I want you to apply the God ethic. Because this is our salvation. This is how we will move forward as a people. Not begging and scrapping on our knees, but strong like the gods that we are. Because we're going to turn this whole thing upside down with the making of the men and women of God, giving us back our original nature. We're going to do this. Change, kill the nigga in you. I'm going to kill the nigga in me, and God will reign supreme. Thank you for listening as I greet you in peace, and tune in for tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings, family. Love y'all. Remember the God ethic. It's coming your way.